Thursdays with Eclipse Cinemas Bundoran, flying high to bring you the best films in Ireland. Eclipse Cinemas.
Well, I have to say you're looking extremely well today on our video call. Well, I suppose I can call it a video call. Well, at least I can see you anyway. That is a fantastic background. Is that our big movie today?
This is our big movie. There for a second, I thought you were just saying how handsome I was.
Oh, sorry.
After the last couple of weeks of illness, I've finally cleaned myself up for you. But no, it's the backdrop. And yes, it is our big movie, Boxing Day. Although already the Irish person in me wants to go
confused.
St. Stephen's Day. It's called St. Stephen's Day. Although I did notice when I moved up here from the lower place, Dublin, a few people around here who call it Boxing Day too, which was always a no-no in my house. It was Stephen's Day and you were kilt if you called it Boxing Day. But anyway, it's our new big Christmassy movie called Boxing Day, and it's based around Melvin. Melvin is a guy who was an actor and a bit of a small celeb in London, had a terrible family event happen, and off he went to America to become famous. There he's become a writer and so on. He's very successful. Met this gorgeous woman. He wants to get married to her and so on. And she says, I want to meet your family. And he says, well, I don't know if that's a good idea. Because my family are complicated and we have a whole ritual around Boxing Day. We have a big party and I don't know if it's the right thing. We have a clip, I think, which will sum it up nicely.
You're going to London during the holidays.
My agent said it's essential to promote this book.
It's the perfect opportunity for me to meet your family.
I don't even want to see my family.
Is this about Boxing Day, where your parents announced their divorce and you fled to America?
Wow, it's Georgia for the Launch Show.
I love your music.
I wanted to introduce you to my fiance.
Melvin!
Georgia for the Launch Show is your ex-girlfriend. She is a superstar.
It is in the past.
We've had sex to her music.
Wow, fam. It just got worse.
Love, relationships, all a matter of perspective. It'll be all right in the end. You're not all right. It's not the end.
Bruv, them things don't work no more.
It looks like good crack, though, I have to say.
Yeah, you're getting the vibe, and you probably, and it's not coincidental, you're getting, when you see the clips, it's kind of a Love Actually vibe, because there's a whole big cast. He is the quirky sister and brother. He's his ex-girlfriend, who, since he's been away, has become a megastar. And apparently she's in her first role. She's absolutely brilliant in it. And then, being an Afro-Caribbean London family, they're actually billed as the aunts, the uncles. There's all these larger than life characters who all have their own quirky stories and so on. And I have to say, going into this is one of those weeks. It's a quieter week, except for the kids and the Christmas classics. Next week, we have a massive week. And I kind of went, it'll be okay. It's kind of a romantic comedy about Londoners, probably not my cup of tea. And it really surprised me this morning. And again, I know I say this almost every week. Watching movies at 8 a.m. is not, on a rainy day, is not the way to see it. This is a lovely, good, warm hug of a movie. Laughed all the way through it. Absolutely liked everyone. Because I think that's sometimes a thing romantic comedies get wrong. That people, they think, oh, he's just quirky and interesting. No, he's just bloody annoying. Whereas in this, even when people are doing the wrong thing, you understand why. I loved the characters. The music is great. And again, there's a lot of reggae and stuff, which is not my genre. And I really loved it. And the food, Seamus, the food, that is all part of the party. And I absolutely won me over. And I said, if you like Love Actually, if you like even Last Christmas that we talked about a couple of years ago, that sort of Christmassy romantic comedy, you will absolutely love this. And when I was watching, I was thinking of something, So because, there's a big wide cast with Americans and English and so on, but because of, it's an Afro-Caribbean, London-centric idea, I'm watching it and I was thinking, we here, us Irish, and particularly us in the Northwest, I was thinking, we have way more in common with these families, with the way the families get together and kill each other and still love each other, and the food and the singing and all that, way more in common with these people than we do with the posh toffs in Love Actually and Four Weddings and a Funeral. Our cultures are much closer together. And I think if people give this a go, and look, I always try and be enthusiastic, but I really think there's loads of people out there who go, I'm not sure about this one. go and see it, because it doesn't have the money and the budget of other movies, and you'll absolutely love it. It's funny, it's charming, and everyone in it's gorgeous. I loved it, and it really surprised me because, frankly, I'm a bit bah humbug at the best.
He's
of
a
times.
humbug. He is.
Yeah,
That's
and it
Boxing
really
Day.
won me over.
When's that open? Boxing Day. When's that?
That opens tomorrow, so
Okay.
it's open first thing tomorrow.
And that's for kind of all the family, really, is it?
Oh, absolutely, all the family. Yeah, it's 15s. You know, it's
15s.
a
Oh,
bit
that's
of
what we're
mild
talking
swearing,
about.
bit of twerking.
Okay, Christmas is upon us. Now,
Yes.
talk Christmas movies.
So we've lots of Christmassy stuff aside from Boxing Day for the little ones, particularly for the very smallies. We've got a Cbeebies special, which is the night before Christmas, which is a special telling of the famous poem, but it's all the Cbeebies characters, Mr. Tumble and all that. And like, as an old bachelor, I have no idea who any of these people are.
About.
But I know there's so many people there going, oh, those people. But they're so good at this. They're really good for the young kids. And we've said this before as well. It's about an hour long, which is about the right attempt for younger people to first or second trip to the cinema. You have all the fun. You feel the people on the big screen are talking to you, but it doesn't stay too long because focus is hard when you're little. Actually, when you're 48 too. But that's a different matter. But that's opening, and that's really only going to be open for this weekend, maybe next weekend as well. But aside from that, it's a time of year we always get asked to bring back a load of classics. So this weekend we've got Elf, we've got Home Alone, the original. The new one's not bad, but the original is something special. And the Polar Express. And I was in work last night and we were talking, and it's funny with the age gaps, right? Because everyone, is much younger, but their favorite movie, and they were listing them all, and one of them is Elves, one of them is the Polar Express. You go, I watched it when I was 4, and I was going, oh my God, how young are you?
I love that film. The Polar Express.
But it's a really broad avenue. And over the next few weeks, we've everything from It's a Wonderful Life to the Santa Claus and so on.
Right.
But what amazed me last night, there was 20 people, and they all came in from Balik to go and see Elf. They're all about 19. When I was 19, I was going straight to the pub, but it is their thing. They go and see it together every year. They come to the cinema to see it. And there's so many family traditions about that. And there's loads of Christmas classics out. And then, as well as the new stuff, next week we've got the new version of West Side Story.
Right.
And we've got Clifford the Big Red Dog, which is going to be the big family hit of this Christmas. And we've got Spider-Man. But I suppose we'll talk about that then. Now it's for Christmas and loads of classics.
Right, we're way out of time, but looking forward to chatting to you next Thursday, and of course we'll be up in the movies during the week. Collie, have a good week at the movies.
Thanks a million. See you next week. Bye.